Hi Year 6, this is a review video. What fraction, decimal and percentage of each grid is shaded blue? Well, on this grid here, it's 100 square and 1 over 100 is shaded. That means the decimal is 0.01 100th and the percentage will just be 1%. On the one below it on the 100 square, we can count that 10. So that's 10 over 100 of the fraction shaded. That's the same, we can divide that by 10 through 1/10. 1/10 as a decimal is 0.1, so 1/10, and the percentage is 10%. Okay, on the top right, we can see that all 100 out of 100 is shaded, and 100 over 100 as a decimal is just simply the number 1 or 1 whole, and the percentage is 100%. Slide number 3. Match the equivalent fractions, decimals and percentages. Well, 15 over 100 is the same as 0.15, which is the same as 15%. 1/20th is the same as 0.05. So if I multiply that by 5, that would get me 5 over 100, same as 5%. 1/5 is the same as 0.2, and 0.2 is 20%, and half is 0.5, which is 50%. Slide number 4. Complete the table. You have to write it the equivalent fractions, decimals and percentages. Well, this would be, the first one, fraction would be 21 over 100, and the percentage would be 21%. Here, the decimal will be 0.12, and 0.12 as a fraction would be 12 over 100, which can be simplified. So if 12 over 100 can be simplified to 3 over 25. We can divide it by 4, so 3 over 25. Next we have the fraction 2/10. As a decimal, that is 0.2, and that's 20%. 0.4 is 40%, and 0.4 is the same as 2/5. 0.44 is the same as 44%. It'll be 44 over 100, which we can simplify to 11. We divide it by 11 over 25. We can divide it by 4 to make 11 over 25. Next we have 4%, which is 0.04 as a decimal, and that's 1. So that'd be 4 over 100, which is same as 1 over 25. Well, that's 1/25. Next we have 3/4 as a decimal, that's 0.75. That's a percentage, 75%. And 0.99 is 99% as a percentage, and it's 99 over 100. Slide number 5. Amir was asked to complete the statement using greater than, less than, or equals. He put 14% is bigger than 0.4. So he says 14 is bigger than 4. So that's why he's put it in. What mistake has Amir made? Well, he hasn't compared them. He has not compared them in the same form. And we know that 40% is greater than 14%. So we know that 14% is less than 0.4. And finally, slide number 6. Match the decimal cards to the people. My decimal is 4/10. less than 100%. My decimal cannot be simplified when it is written as a fraction. My decimal is 10% less than 3/4. My decimal is greater, so bigger than 60%. Okay, if we start with the top one, my decimal is 4/10 less than 100%. So if we kind of write this, so 4/10 is the same as 40 over 100. And it's 40, so if 100% take away, so if we have 100 over 100, take away 40 over 100, that would leave us with 60 over 100. Is there a decimal there? 0.6? Yes, and it's the one at the bottom. The second one, my decimal cannot be simplified when written as a fraction, but this one here would be 57 over 100, and we cannot simplify that any further. The third one down says, my decimal was 10% less than 3/4. And the bottom one says, my decimal is greater than 60%. Okay, so if we work out the third one, that will leave us the answer to the fourth one. So we know that 3/4 is 75%. 10% less would be 65%, which would be 0.65. Is there 0.65? Yes, it's the one at the top. So this must be the last one.